Hello everybody, got a nice little guitar session and we're going to do a John Prine song. He's one of the great songwriters of our time and written many a great song, very unique writer, and but his chords are not that fancy, usually 3 chords in most of his songs, which is great. I'm going to give you a little exercise to start out with. We've been working on using one shape for the 3 main chords in the key, and this is in the key of D. So I'm going to start out by getting you just to play that D chord. This is going to be a waltz time song, so 3 beats in each measure. So we'll think of a bass and 2 strums, maybe like the 4th string. All right, so there's your D chord on the 2nd fret. I'm going to take it way down. The same finger slides down the strings to the 7th fret for my G chord. And then we go 2 more frets to the 9th fret, an A chord. And back to that D. So let's just do that a couple times. So my D chord, a couple measures up to 7th fret, G chord, the 4 chord, and then the 9th fret for the A chord, the 5 chord, back to D. In this song, it's going to go from the D chord to the 7th fret and back to the D chord, regular D chord. Then it goes D chord way up to 9, 9 back to D. Okay, let's think about that. Now let's look at one other shape. Let's go way up to the 10th fret and bar the first 2 strings. We've talked about 2-string chords and everything, so I hope this will be some memories for you and things to revisit. So bar 10th fret, that gives you a nice sort of drony D sound. We're going to get the 11th fret on the 3rd string. It's just a small F, and we call that, and that D string still open. That's going to be our D chord. I'll play the regular D chord shape on the 2nd fret, a low D, and now we got that 10th fret, the high D. Good. And we're going to have the thing about it is going to have the 2nd string's the D note, the root middle we'll call that, and the high 10th fret is going to be the root top. So you got a high D there and kind of a middle D with a low bass. So if I did the same thing, it'd be the 10th fret, F shape, and I'm going to go to the 3rd fret for the G chord, same shape, back to the 10th, 10, then you go to 5, 5 back to 10. So what I think we'll try to do is use this as an arranging factor for Paradise, or Muhlenberg County, and it's kind of like about his childhood memories of a place that kind of evaporated and vanished due to progress, or so-called progress. So what we'll do is let's think about those. If you went to the 2nd fret D shape and the 7th fret G, and then the 9th fret, and then go on up to the 10th fret and change the form. Let's try that a few times. So D chord, 2nd fret, D shape, same shape, 7th fret, G chord sound, whole step to A, G to A is a whole step, and then we'll go to that little, you're on the 9th fret, go to 10th fret with the bar shape. Cool. And then so you could use that, wind up with a high, changing shapes instead of moving way back down to that 2nd fret. Okay, so one more time, D on the 2nd, 7th to the G in the 9th fret. Get a waltz feel going, and bar the F shape. One more time. Whoops, don't do that. 7th fret. But if you do, you got to keep going anyway. 9th fret. And bar 10. So the chorus of the song, I'll go ahead and do a little bit, and I'm going to try to apply that. I guess if I started on the high shapes, I might go 10, 5, and 3. And 2, so you could go the other way. So just practice doing D to G to A, or D to A to G, but just you can make up your own little songs there just to practice your shapes. But the main thing is you're using one form to get all 3 chords, and that's real handy and a great arranging factor. Okay, and we'll do this, and then I might give you one other tip at the end. So the way the song goes, I'm going to play a little lick too, that's like in the. That's kind of like a melody in the last line there. So let's just listen to that. Just try to get it in your memory banks. And the last little line, so many times that my memories are worn. So just the slide into the 4th fret on the 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st finger, and then I go up 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string, back the way I came, 4th fret, open 4th, 2nd fret 4th string. One more time, just try to find that. Sounds good. And once you get that in your head, you could slide on the, maybe go up on the 2nd string, 5 to 7 slide. And you got to find a change string. If you don't have a close note on one string, you got to change to a lower string if you need a lower note. So try to get a little phrase in your head and try it on different strings. You know, if you're playing it low, try to find it high and vice versa. So let's get a little feel going here. And you can be very strummy, but you want to keep that. One thing you can do is kind of remember on a D chord, just hook that thumb to go to a G chord. Back to D. I'll get the feel going here. You have an A chord, and I'm doing it kind of easy going. Let's try it again. So you got D, maybe a thumb hook to a G, back to D. Got the D and A, back to the D. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's a backwards old town that's often remembered, so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy wants to take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled you away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River to an abandoned old prison down by Adrie Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Well, the coal companies came with the world's largest shovels, and they tortured the timber and stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise awaiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Give that one a try. It's a great song to put in your repertoire and send out some good thoughts and appreciation for John Prine. Thanks.